I sent a message to Sanji that everything went okay, and Sanji sent me a message that everything went okay with him also, and he also reached the ashram safely, and there was no problem, and he was doing okay. But he was not doing okay. As soon as he got back to the ashram, he started losing blood. Without any reason, he started losing blood and he became very sick. But he did not let that news go out. He did not let anyone know what was going on with him. When we came to the ashram for the following group, at that time, he looked very weak and very pale. And I asked him what happened. And he said, no, it's fine. I am okay. I'm a little weak, but I am okay. In that group, there was a dear one who had come to 16 PS for the first time, and he was very happy and excited to be there. He was so excited that he wanted to sing a bhajan in front of Sanji. So the day we were having the question answers, he wanted to sing the bhajan. So when we came there, at that time this bhajan, when we came there, dear ones were sitting there and singing the bhajans. And when Sanji sat down on his chair, he looked around, he gave darshan to everyone. And then he asked me to let people know that now they can ask their questions. So that dear one who was very excited and who wanted to sing the bhajan, he raised his hand and Sanji said, okay, ask me what question you have. And he said that, Master, I'm so grateful and so happy to be here at your feet. I am so excited and I wanted to sing a bhajan to you to express my gratitude and to express my happiness. Sanji looked at him and he said, the dear one, today it is not the turn of singing the bhajan. You can sing the bhajan when it is the bhajan singing time. Today we have the question answer. So if you have any question, you can ask me that. So that dear one asked Sanji a question. He said that you look very serious, you look very sad, and I wanted to sing a bhajan to cheer you up. But I feel that if I do that, I may be insulting you. So please forgive me. So Sanji looked at him with all his grace and very happily and very smiling, he said that no, I am not sad. I am not sick now. And I'm very happy to have all my children sitting here and we all are singing the praise of our beloved Master. But you should know, maybe you are aware that what happened last month in Delhi, how thousands of people, the innocent people, got killed. It was something similar to what happened in 1947 when India and Pakistan were created, when there was a partition, and how at that time millions of people got killed. And out of millions of those people, there were so many people, so many hundreds and thousands of people were protected by beloved Master Sawan Singh Ji. Their souls were taken care of by beloved Master Sawan Singh. And Master Sawan Singh Ji himself had said that he had to give his blood in order to settle the accounts with the negative power. So something like that happened with me also. My beloved Master, I am very grateful that he gave me this seva. he ordered me to help the dear ones and help settle the scores with the negative power. So I also had to give my blood, and that is why I look weaker, I look paler, and I look sad, but I am not sad. I am very happy. When we all heard that, we all became so emotional that how much our beloved Master was doing to save and protect our souls. So that dear one asked Sanji a question. He said that, Master, there are no words which I can say which will express my gratitude to all the grace that the Masters shower upon the souls. I have a friend who is aware of what happened in 1947 and how Master Sant Singh had protected the souls. And now you have gone through the same thing. Once when we were discussing the events which happened in 1947 and how Master Sant Singh Ji had saved so many people, so that dear one asked me a question that one thing that I don't understand is that when such a thing happens, why the masters don't save all the souls? Why only few of them are saved? So can you say something which I can convey to my friend so that he may be convinced and he may understand that how the grace of the master is extended to some souls and not to the entire creation at that time. So when this question was asked, Sanji became so happy and he laughed and he said, he looked at me and said, Dear son, had you been going within, you would have not asked me this question. Because this is something which we can understand only after we go within. This is something which needs to be experienced. It cannot be explained. But still, I will tell you one thing, that what happens is that whenever anyone, whether one is satsangi or non-satsangi, whether one believes in God or not believes in God, but whenever someone is in the difficulty, and if he prays to God Almighty, and if he prays from the depth of his soul, if the voice of his soul connects with the oversoul, connects with Almighty Lord, the Almighty Lord at once orders the masters of that time who are in the human body to go and help those souls. And also, in some cases, the souls for whom it has been decided that now they will come back to the real home, in order for them to come to the perfect master, such kind of grace is extended. So, I hope that this answers your question that why some are saved and not all of them are saved. Those souls who are saved, even if their body is not saved, but their soul is protected and are taken care of by the master, the masters know that how and when those souls have to return to the real home. When we came back to Sanjay's room after the satsang, I had some confusions and I wanted some more clarification. And Sanjay at once sensed that, and he asked me, "Do you want to ask me something?" And I said, "Well, Sanji, I didn't understand everything." He said, "Don't you remember how my beloved Master Kirpal Singh came and he protected Mr. Oberoy's son? Do you not remember the story of Mr. Oberoy's son leaving the body?" And then I remembered all what had happened. Mr. Oberoi has written the account of his son's leaving the body in his book, The Support for the Shaken Sangat. Most of you have already read that. There were many things which happened connected to Mr. Oberoi's son's leaving the body where I was present. And I would like to share some of those things with you. You know that when on 28th April 1981, when Sanji was at our house in Bali Nagar in Delhi, after his eye operation, he had told me not to allow anyone to come and see him because the doctors have also suggested that he should not be talking too much. So his talking was limited, and because he was healing his eye, so he had to be very careful. So I made sure that nobody came there. But on 28th April, 2 days before Mr. Oberoi's son left the body, Sanji called me and he said that, "Papu, there is a book, a collection of Master Kirpal Singh Ji's satsang in Hindi, and go and call Mr. Oberoi and ask him to bring that book tomorrow." So I called Mr. Oberoi, and Mr. Oberoi said, "Okay, I will do that." So tomorrow, after he arranged the book, he asked his wife to go and take that book to Sanji. But she didn't want to do that because she was afraid that she will be upsetting Sanji because it was the orders that no one should come and bother Sanji. So she didn't want to go alone. So Mr. Oberoi said, "Okay, we both will go." And she didn't like that idea, but still they came. And when they came and saw that the same book was right there in our house, they were surprised, and then they realized, then they remembered that how Master Kirpal Singh Ji also used to do something like that. Whenever he wanted to call them, he would just present an excuse or create an excuse which didn't make any sense. But anyway, when they came, they didn't want to go and bother Sanji. But Sanji knew that they have come. So Sanji asked me to bring them up, and Sanji was talking to them. And like Mr. Oberoi has also written in his account that how, without any context, Master Sanji said a couple of times that, "Don't worry, Master Kirpal will take care of your son." And then when his son was involved in a motor scooter accident and when he died, right on the spot, how his body was carried to the hospital by an elderly Sikh gentleman wearing white turban, having all white beard and hair. Mr. Oberoi has written all these things in his account. You may want to go and read that in his book. The thing about that incident which touched me the most was when Sanji told Mr. Oberoi that I think I will read, which Mr. Oberoi has also written. He says that we went to him every morning at 4 a.m. daily during the 8-day period of traditional mourning, so as to be back by daybreak and to be available to the visitors calling on us for condolence. Every day Sanji waited for us in the early morning and consoled us in diverse ways and said that these are all predestined occurrences about which one can do nothing except to bow before the will of the Lord. He also told us that when Mohini appeared before Maharaj Ji, Master Kirpal Singh, he asked him to go in. But Mohini, his son, said that he had not meditated, on which the Holy One replied, "You have been initiated by your perfect master, enjoyed his presence, and taken his prasad. What more is required? Go in. This is how God men help the dear ones coming in their contact without any return or reward." Sanji told me that we do not know what the Master does for us and how he comes to our rescue at a time when none of the relatives of the world for whom we spend our life and spill our blood can be of any help. He said that however difficult the conditions, the perfect master will always come to take his souls with him because this is his word and this is his promise and this is his greatness. So, dear ones, this is the story which I wanted to share with all of you. We are so lucky, we are so fortunate ones that our beloved Master picked us up. He chose us. He brought us to his feet. He gave us so much of his darshan. He gave us so much of his satsang. Only to extend his grace and protection to our soul. There is no way we can thank him for all the grace, for all the things we have received from him. Sanji always used to say that the only way we can thank him is by going in the within and meditating on the Shabad Naam, which he has given to us. Master, please shower your grace upon all of us. We love you